Investing in yourself, i.e., self-care. Let's talk about it. If we've never met before, I am Monique Vassell, and here on this channel, I empower individuals like you on how to acquire financial health, as well as give out tools and tips on living the lifestyle in which you desire. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Or if you're a returning subscriber, make yourself comfortable, and let's do this. What's up, my beautiful people? So today we're talking about investing in yourself. And it's not necessarily financially investing in yourself. Today it's more so about that self-care. Yes, I know everyone is talking about self-care this, self-care that, but yeah, we need to talk about it too, because it's not just finances that we need to get in order to make sure that we are healthy, but it's also just simply taking care of ourselves. And as we've now gotten over the majority of the holiday season, now it's time to ask yourself, what about me? So what about you? What do you plan to do for yourself right now? How do you plan on investing in yourself? Me personally, today it's the day after Christmas and I am staying in my pajamas all day feeling good about me, taking care of me. How do I do that? Well, today we're going to talk about different ways on how we can invest in ourselves and kind of get you to think about how you can take care of you. Now, what works for me may not work for you. It's all about what works for you. I'm hoping that you can take a couple tips away from this video and really apply it to your day-to-day life. Self-care doesn't have to be once a year, once every 6 months. It can be an everyday little thing that you do just to make sure that you are being taken care of. Something as simple as a candle. Just a candle in your atmosphere would do wonders for yourself. Like I said, self-care can be very simple. So a little bit of music and a candle can always begin to create a good atmosphere. And this is something that you can do every day. Another simple and very basic way to invest in yourself is having a skincare routine. Something as simple as a facial brush or even a wash routine. I mean, these are things that you can do very easily and daily. And again, this is self-care, just taking the time out to do the things that's going to help better yourself. Before I go any further, let's talk about how you start your day, your morning routine. What does that look like? For me, prayer and meditation. I'm heavy on the prayer side, right? Like I even start off my morning on a prayer line because that way I am able to get my mind in the right place before I even tackle all the other issues that's around me. So what does your morning routine look like? And then once you've had that time that you can center yourself with prayer or meditation, whichever one works for you, I call it the same, just depends on who you're talking to. However, you know, when you start off your day with that prayer and meditation, what's your next step? Is it exercise? Is it planning out what you're eating for the day? A lot of us, we have all these body ailments and different things going on and we don't even understand why this hurts or that hurts. And a lot of it results from the things that we're putting into our bodies. So are we watching what we eat? All of these are simple steps that is a part of self-care. But because we're so busy taking care of other people, we end up grabbing the closest piece of junk food that comes to us. So now is the time that we really do need to stop and think, what's going to work best for me in my life? So again, during this morning routine, after your prayer and meditation, what's next? Is it a stretch? Is it yoga? What's going to work for you in your life? Other healthy habits that equate to self-care or investing in yourself is reading daily. And I know some people just don't like to read, but maybe there are podcasts out there that you can listen to that will help you daily. However, reading a simple devotion each day, reading something that opens your mind to new things, whether it's for your finances or your health or your relationships, do something for yourself that you can always either learn more or apply something different, pick up a different healthy habit in your life. along those lines of reading is journaling. Write down those thoughts, write down your goals. Did you know that it is 40% more likely for you to complete a goal if you simply write it down? Try that method. This is also giving you a moment to reflect on your day, your week, what's ahead of you, how you can improve yourself. Again, just taking a couple minutes each day equals investing in yourself. Or do you have a planner? This is also another way that you can invest in yourself. This way, when people ask you, are you available to do this? Or if your kids have something to do, have it planned out. Keep a small planner with you so that you can jot down everything so that you're not feeling so overwhelmed throughout the week. And also, along those lines of journaling and planning out your week, make sure you're also updating your budget. I know, I realize this is more of the softer side of investing in yourself, but you also want to make sure that you keep all of that intact so that when you are taking care of yourself, your finances are included. Now, one of those things that we don't often mention when we talk about self-care is social media. You want to make sure that you're curating a healthy social media environment, and that's because it affects our mental health. You know how it is. You get on social media, you're looking at this person traveling or dressing or doing whatever it is in their life, and then you compare yourself to everybody else in the world, and that is the thief of all joy. So just so that you can be content and happy about where you are and your family and relationships that's surrounding you, sometimes it's worth it to kind of cut back on social media, or even go through some of the relationships and the friendships that you have on social media and really question yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth my mental health? Now here's an easy one for you, and this, I promise you, is something that you can do every day. This one I'm gonna call self-compassion. Yep, and this is part of self-care because way too many times do I hear people talk about, I hate myself, I hate this, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that, my hair. No. What I want you to do today and every other day after this is have some self-compassion for yourself. Like I said, we go through social media. There's other people that will say 10,000 things, and there's one thing that your mind is always listening to. It's yourself. So when it comes to self-compassion, be very lenient with yourself and love on yourself for who you are and where you are today, knowing that tomorrow's another day and you can always improve tomorrow. But love yourself for who you are today. This next invest in yourself tip actually comes from my 10-year-old son, because there are days that I would have the day off and it'll be a weekend, and for me, it's very hard to sit still. And so I'm always looking for what's the next thing. But as my son will say, do nothing. And sometimes we are warranted to just do absolutely nothing. Don't plan anything. Don't wash your face. No. Don't plan anything. Let it be your day to just not do anything. You don't even have to binge watch TV. You can just be silent. You can lay under covers. But with all of this being said, don't stay in that place, but you are allowed to just simply do nothing. Advice from a 10-year-old. And to my ladies out there, you know what self-care also looks like? Self-care looks like getting a new bra and underwear. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that simple can turn your entire day around. Go get fitted for a bra that actually fits you. And I'm telling you, you will thank me later. Go get fitted for a bra and get a matching underwear. For some of y'all, I know that's a regular and it's a norm, but for some people it isn't. And so if it's not a norm for you, do it. Do it and thank me later. Self-care also looks like setting boundaries for yourself, knowing when and how to say no. I mean, let's be real. Everyone has something that they need and they needed it yesterday, and you are only you. And so from today going forward, make sure that you're able to take the time out to set boundaries for yourself so that you can then create boundaries for other people. And know when to say no, and that saying no is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a way that you are taking care of yourself. And in setting these boundaries, this is also a great time to sit back and really think about what's important to you. What do you value? What is your why for everything that's going on? For the things that you have to plan out, the things that you need to do, what is your why? What is most valuable to you, so that you can then begin to prioritize things and make sure that you're at the top of that list. Because in order for you to be strong for others, you gotta make sure that you're strong enough and you're put together enough for yourself first. The way I see it all is that it's time for us to stop living the struggle, stress, and survival mode. It's time for us to be able to plan out some things, to be able for us to take care of ourselves in the way that we want to be taken care of. And we don't need to depend on anyone else to do it. I'm not saying that you don't need anybody, you could do bad all by yourself. Yeah, we know all that. But what I am saying is that there are certain things that we need to handle for ourselves, and it's just the simple things that we tend to forget and put ourselves last. So no more of the struggle and the stresses over some of the little things that, yes, we can pray about it, we can plan better about it, and we can also work on our financial health to take care of some of those issues as well. You know, early on I talked about your atmosphere, right? I talked about the music and the candle, how you can just simply create the atmosphere in which you like. Well, looking at your bigger picture of your atmosphere, you also want to look at your support system. I have a couple girlfriends that I can call up at any time, and they're not just your everyday cheerleaders. Yes, girl, do this. Yes, girl, no. Yes, girl, this. They are the type that if I tell them my problems, they're ready for at least advice towards certain solutions. Or one of my girlfriends, I love the phrase that she says is, so what you gonna do about it? Right? Like, we don't sit and have pity parties. It's, what's the next step? And let's talk about it logically, right? And so just make sure that you have that support system that when you need to be able to say, I need to take care of myself because I need to air some of this venting out. However, I need the right people around me to push me forward in the right direction. So just as well as you are looking at your social media environment, also look at that physical people environment that's around you. So what I'm trying to say with all of this is that it's time for us to get ours together. The better version of you that you can create is the better version that other people can receive from you. In creating the better version of yourself, that can look like a multitude of different things. You have to search within yourself what works for you. Is it the journal? Is it being comfy and cozy in your pajamas all day just so that you can get your mind clear? What does that look like for you? I'm just asking that you take the time out and really think about that and then put it into action. My goal, especially in the upcoming year, is to let go of the struggle, survival, stress mode and really push forward into, no, I need to stop and take care of me first. I need to make sure that my mental health is correct. I need to make sure that my exercising routine and that my morning routine and that my skin routine looks a little bit better. It doesn't take much, but it does take you being intentional about it. It also takes consistency and discipline. And why wouldn't you want to do that for yourself? Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. Like I said, this was just a couple simple tips that I wanted you to be able to think about and maybe apply it to your day-to-day life. Self-care doesn't have to look like going out to the spa or traveling to some faraway oasis. It can be done daily and right in your own home. But again, you have to be intentional about the things that you want for yourself. Invest in yourself. Take care of yourself. If you were able to pick up any type of tips from this video, I ask that you give it a like, and also please share this video with those that you know needs to hear a little bit something more about self-care and investing in yourself. Until next time, I will see you soon.